It's been a minute, y'all, but I'm back. I know y'all miss me. I'm gonna just get straight to it. When I first started this bathroom review series, that was actually around a year ago. If you haven't seen that first video, definitely check it out, because then this one will probably make a little more sense. But I started that about a year ago, and I really wanted to keep it going. I wanted to explore all these different bathrooms at USC and review them. And I kind of got really busy and I didn't make another episode. Some context, I was taking chemistry and biology in the same semester. At the time I made that video, and I'm a history major, so it was it was pretty rough. But now we're here. I'm a senior. I got 3 months left at this school. My schedule's not too bad. I'm not too busy. So without further ado, I finally had the time to make another episode, the second installment of Trojan Bathroom Reviews. Enjoy, y'all. Hopefully you find this helpful. All right, so the bathroom that we'll be looking at today is located at none other than the Mark Taper Hall of Humanities. Something that kind of comes to mind right off the bat is that this building specifically gets a pretty bad rap on campus. It's just a bit old and a little bit run down, but honestly, I don't think it's too bad. Look at the reviews. They got 5 stars on Google. I mean, the lecture halls too, they look pretty nice, relatively new. Taking classes here, it's not bad. Even like the kind of smaller classrooms, they're a little bare, but like they get the job done. You know, they're not bad. They're okay. Now, if you're a USC student, which you likely are, then it's incredibly likely that you've taken a class here in Taper, or you're going to at some point. The thing about Taper Hall is that it's a pretty big building, so all sorts of different classes are taught here, especially GEs. Thinking about the courses I've taken in this building, I've taken a biology course, I've also taken a literature course, and I've even taken a seminar about monsters in film and literature, which was like pretty cool. And I've also had club meetings in Taper Hall. It's a pretty versatile building, and I'd say like at some point in your USC career, no matter what classes you're taking, you'll probably find yourself in this building learning about something. Now, diving into the design of this bathroom, y'all, take a look at this.
God, bro.
Look at this urinal placement. Next to the sink. Yo, what is this?
Who is gonna use this, bro? This is a college campus.
I think no matter where you're at, no one's using a urinal like that. The design is crazy. It's next to the sink. If you're washing your hands, it's impossible to like not see that urinal. Like there's no dividers between the urinals and the sink. Urinal design aside, the bathroom is on the smaller end. They do have a bigger handicap stall though, which is like pretty nice. I'll get into the toilet paper holder in a minute. But they have a hook for your backpack and your jacket, which is pretty helpful, pretty convenient. And the bathroom in general, the walls are tall, the door gap is pretty tight so no one can peek in, and it's clean. Same thing with this stall too. Good wall height, door gap is pretty tight so you can't peek in. It's just so small. You can see I barely fit through the door here, but it's clean. Kind of notice on the right here, I'll zoom into it in a second, but this is like the toilet paper holder I was talking about. This one is fire because you can put like your phone and your wallet on there while you're like taking a deuce. Another hook for your jacket and backpack, which is like very convenient and nice, so you don't have to put on the gross floor. But I mean, the walls and the floor are relatively clean. Just has a bit of an older like flushing mechanism. No button, but all the stalls were pretty clean and usable, so that's always a plus. Got the sink layout here, 3 motion censored sinks, so you don't gotta touch anything. And you got soap and a paper towel dispenser in the back. Again, nothing wrong with this. But again, y'all, this urinal design, it's just the biggest weak point of this bathroom. Like, even if you use that urinal on the end, it's still just so uncomfortable and awkward. And even kind of like straying away from the fact that it is so close to the sink. I mean, look at how low this first urinal is, and look at how tall the second one is. Like, even for me, listen, guys, I'm 6 foot, all right? Trust me, just trust me on this, okay? Okay. As a male who's 5'11", practically 6 feet, might even be 6'2",
I can't listen to no more, man.
it's like that, like, taller urinal is, like, honestly pushing it. It's kind of even too high for myself. Like, I feel like if you're like 5'6" or like under, you're like physically gonna be unable to use that urinal. Now, I know I'm like really harping on this urinal design, but it's it's just so bad. Here's a final photo of like the bathroom, kind of like the first thing you see when you walk in. I'll move on from the urinal and I'll sum up my final thoughts on this bathroom. The Taper Hall of Humanity's 3rd floor bathroom. All right, let's just get right into ranking this bathroom. I'll be ranking it in different categories on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, and then I will tally all of that up and give a final score at the end. So starting off, we got Cleanliness, 4.5 out of 5. Nothing much to it, just a clean bathroom. Didn't really see any stains or anything gross on the floor. It was in pretty good shape, especially for being in Taper Hall. Taper Hall has so many people in it because there are so many classes that the bathrooms in there can get pretty disgusting. Mainly talking about the 2nd floor bathroom. That bathroom can be pretty awful, but this 3rd floor bathroom is a little more hidden. Less people probably know about it, so it's a lot cleaner, which is impressive too because it's pretty small. Next category is design. 1 out of 5. Y'all, it's that urinal placement. Like, I don't even think I gotta explain that much. It's a really small bathroom. The urinal placement is pretty awful, right next to the sink. No dividers, which makes it even more awkward. And there's just like that super really small skinny stall. Because the bathroom is so small, it's like right next to the sink. So if you're dropping a loud deuce, people are gonna hear that. They're gonna smell that. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. So design, 1 out of 5. Toilet paper, I'd give 2 out of 5. It's just the standard like college, school, like toilet paper. Pretty thin, nothing too fancy. 2 out of 5, it's whatever. Toilet design, I just give a 4. Toilets are probably like a little bit on the older end, but like aside from the urinal placement, the urinals seem normal, and the toilets seem just fine. No major issues there. Next up, we got Splashage. Kind of just to define that again, it's like when you flush the toilet and the water like splashes up at you as it's flushing. I feel like that's just the worst feeling, and whenever I use bathrooms, I always find myself standing up because the water just comes firing back up the second I flush the toilet. So for this bathroom, the Splashage, I'd give it a 2. I stood up and I could see the water, like, little water droplets spraying up from the toilet as it was flushing, and it got a bit on the toilet seat. It's kind of gross, kind of nasty, not what you're trying to see while using the bathroom. So I'd give that a 2 out of 5. Now, convenience factor is a bit of a new one. I'd say convenience factor 3 out of 5. Both of the stalls have hooks, which is super nice, but only one of the bathroom utilizes that toilet paper holder where you can like set your stuff on it, like a phone or a wallet. I know it's kind of a silly detail, but y'all, it makes a difference. So convenience 3 out of 5. I think where it loses points, like I said, only one bathroom has that toilet paper holder, and then it's just small, which can be a bit of an inconvenience getting in and out of the bathroom and just trying to be more comfortable while using it. And then the last one is another new one, privacy. I feel like in that bathroom, privacy would be 2.5 out of 5. I feel like it's just really small. And if there's other people in that bathroom and you're like a very shy pooper, or like you're just very shy when it comes to using public restrooms, that place is not it for you. Everything's just too close together, too small. It's really awkward. I should probably lower it because of the urinal score, but I actually think the stalls are pretty neat in the sense that the little door gap is actually really tight. So like no one can really peek inside of the stalls or like look over because the stall walls are designed pretty well. Now the final score for this bathroom, All of these categories tally up to a total of 35 points, and the Taper Hall third floor bathroom gets a 19 out of 35. This bathroom, it just doesn't do it for me, y'all. It's just so small, horrible urinal placement. I feel like its saving grace is that maybe less people know about it because it's higher up in the building and it's clean, but it's just like, it's just a bit of a gimmicky bathroom and it's just not great. If I were to kind of simplify that and make the total score out of 5, I would give it like a 2 out of 5. Again, just doesn't really do it for me. Only saving grace is the fact that like it's clean, but maybe during the day it gets nasty. And if it gets nasty during the day, oh my gosh, that bathroom is probably an absolute nightmare. That concludes my bathroom review though, y'all. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching. And let me know what other bathrooms I should review down below in the comments. No hard feelings towards Taper. It's just the design could use some work for sure. We got the dub here in Fall Guys though. Thanks for sticking around. Trojan Bathroom Reviews is back.